everyone. I'm Jitendra Singh. I welcome you to read my story where I interview authors, speakers, coaches, celebrities, entrepreneurs, and more. Today I have with me Miss Nisrin Porbandarwala. She is the founder of Free Program and a celebrated award-winning life coach and healer. Since past several years, thousands have been benefited from her coaching with NLP and EFT and other techniques to facilitate and empower individuals to achieve self-determined goals related to health and wellness. She has satisfied graduated testimonials of clients from the business community, corporate world, housewives, and students. For the readers of Perfect Woman, she has been a regular feature every week in the column Ask Our Expert. She guides her patrons and attain better emotional, physical, and mental health outcomes so that instead of just surviving, you are thriving. As she always says, don't procrastinate or hesitate. Seek whatever you need in life and it shall be yours. Wellness is the state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, and not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. The World Health Organization. Today, she will be discussing with us about her life journey. So let us hear from her. Welcome, Nisrin. The platform is open, and now over to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me here. It's really a great pleasure and an honor to be here with you today.
Thank you so much. It will be pleasure. And first thing I'd like to know from you is how your past life has affected the person who you are and what you wanted to be in your life.
Yeah. So I had life has never been easy. It never is for anyone, and so for me also, life wasn't very easy. I had a string of broken relationship. I had issues with not feeling loved by people around me, and that was what really propelled me into a very dark space where I felt that I was all alone. Nobody loved me. Everyone had abandoned me, and when I was going through all those kind of things at that time, I did not know that this kind of support was available. I always thought that I'm all alone. Nobody is there for me. And when that was happening, I was having really dark thoughts. But thanks to the different seminars that I have been to, and that really helped me see that I'm not alone. There are lots of people who are facing similar situations like mine.
Correct.
And that was that was one thing that I felt that if I had help at that time when I was going through all these kinds of issues in my life, I would not have had these dark thoughts. And when I realized that, I thought that I want to be that kind of a person for people who are going through this dark phase in their life.
Correct. So you always thought the phase you are passing through, others should not go through that phase, and you always wanted to be a kind of help, support to those kind of people.
Yes. What I would call the helping hand or the listening ear, where people can come and hang their hat and feel, okay, I know that this person is going to listen to me without having any judgments on what I'm going through.
That is really important, because most of the time the situation happens is we don't have anybody to hear what we have in our mind. Absolutely. Thoughts maybe. So one such person can make a huge difference in our life.
Absolutely.
In those situations, in those times.
Absolutely true.
Right. Great. So if I talk about the things you are passionate about in your life, what are those things?
So I am extremely passionate about what I do because bringing about a transformation in a person's life and seeing them change right in front of your eyes is something that is just such an emotional thing, where when you see people when they come to you and they're feeling so down, and when after having spent some good amount of time with me, and they come back and tell, oh, how I never knew that there could be such a space as peaceful peaceful as it is right now. It feels
Right.
I feel so grateful that I've had this experience, and I have all this knowledge which I can help people come out of their stuck spaces, and that's the reason why I'm extremely passionate about what I do.
Wonderful. This is really an important thing that people should get support to come out from their life, and this is kind of a thing you are doing, and which is really a commendable one. So if I talk about the work and experience you have, what all you did in your life in terms of work and experience, so what is that, like how you started, what all you did so far?
Yeah. So basically, I was a graduate in nutrition and dietetics. So I was working as a dietitian, and consultant dietitian. So that because I had a deep interest in working with people out of a hospital and all that. Where as children everyone wants to be a doctor.
Right.
I did not want to be a doctor simply because I find doing that cutting up of a body or something very scary. So I did not want to be a doctor, but I wanted to have something to do with people who are infirm people who are sick. I wanted to be helpful in that area. So I chose dietitian as a profession. But when I was working as a dietitian, I felt that there is a lot more you can do. Because as a dietitian, you can help support your body, but there are three different forms which need support. That is mind, body, and soul. So the body was taken care of by being a dietitian, but the soul and the mind also had to be nourished. And that, because of all that I went through, I was able to go out, and I learned things such as NLP and EFT and various other things which help people get out of their stuck spaces, get out of whatever it is that is holding them back from living the life that they truly want to live.
True. That's true. And that's really a wonderful thing when you experience NLP, EFT and these kind of techniques that really connects your body to your mind and soul. And the combination gives you the best of the best results.
Absolutely.
Right.
Because that's the whole thing, it's a holistic way of taking care of yourself.
Correct. And people really miss out on those things.
Absolutely.
Great. So if I talk about your vision, mission and goal in your life for next 5 to 10 years from now, what do you think it should be?
Yeah. So my vision is to spread awareness about burnout specifically, because most of us are going through burnout, but we don't even realize, especially so in India, where people do not know what burnout is. People do not know what it is to have issues, especially after the pandemic. People have realized that there is something called problems with mental health. That's come out in the open. But because of the things that we endured during our pandemic and the lockdown and all that, I feel people do not still realize what it is to have burnout. So my mission and my vision is to make people aware that there is something like this, and when they are encountering that, they should actually reach out for any kind of help. And not just think that, oh, this has happened to me and I'm all alone, just the way I used to think.
Right. I'll come to this again soon. So before that, I'd like to know more about the most important life lessons you have learned from your personal and professional life both.
Yeah, the most important life lesson I would say, is that having a community. What I mean by community is having somebody to lean on to, having somebody to you can go and sit by and say, I'm having this issue. It could be your loved ones, or it could be a friend, or it could be just somebody you meet or speak on the phone. But this is the most important life lesson, that if you're having any dark thoughts, the best thing to do is to reach out to somebody, whoever it is that makes you comfortable. I know there have been so many movies that have advocated this. It's time we sit up and take notice about them.
Right, because when somebody is there to help you out, to listen to you, to be with you when you are in odd time, that adds some value to yourself only.
Absolutely.
Right. So now thing which you already highlighted, I'd like to know more onto it. Like these days, we are seeing so many cases of people getting burnout, maybe for different reasons altogether. What are some of them, and how it is like happening or occurring? So why we are seeing these number of cases increasing so much in past maybe for last 5 to 10 years, maybe?
Yeah. So burnout is nothing but extreme fatigue. We give it a very this and it creeps on you very gradually.
Right.
It would start with losing interest in going out, or losing interest in meeting people, being more focused, or having too much to do on in a day. Like if 24 hours are not enough, you have so much to do.
Correct.
And that could cause this fatigue. Basically, I would say there are two major type of fatigue. One is of people who are overachievers, who have a growth mindset, where they are like pushing themselves to achieve something, to be overachievers in all the fields that they can think of.
Correct.
They want to be the best of everything that they do. So they have a set goal where they always think that I have to be better than the best.
Correct.
So
correct.
when that is happening, they give so much of themselves that they don't have time for their own needs, and
Correct.
that's when fatigue sets in and burnout sets in. The
Right.
other type is on the other end of the spectrum, where people are feeling like a victim, where they feel that nobody recognizes me, nobody is there to understand me, and they get withdrawn within, and they're not able to put in as much of an effort. So that becomes
Right.
like a vicious cycle,
Mhm.
where they the more they feel like a victim, or they feel like they don't want to meet people, and they want to withdraw into a shell. The more they feel that they can't do anything. So it
Correct.
becomes like a vicious cycle.
Correct.
And there is one other thing which is in between the two of them, where they are they're just hanging on there. They don't have any kind of this they just have that routine. It's like they're wearing those blinders which the horse wears. They can't see left or right. They just have to keep working. That's the third kind of burnout.
Right. So they are in kind of a middle situation wherein they would be like one time extremely focused, and on the
Yes.
other time extremely negative as well.
Yes,
Like
and
kind of-
they are only working on survival instinct, that they just
Correct.
need to survive, and that is the most dangerous kind. Why? Because most of the metro cities, that's exactly how people living in those metro cities are feeling.
Correct. Like everybody who is part of kind of working community, or maybe we can call it as a rat race kind of a thing. So
Absolutely.
everybody is feeling stuck in that kind of a situation.
Absolutely.
Right. So if I talk about onto it again further, like what are the ways we can get away from such situations? And if somebody is feeling like he's already or she is already a part of this situation, or he's or she is stuck in this kind of situation, what they can do?
So there are a couple of things that you can do. First and foremost, when an individual is going through that kind of things, they don't realize that they are going through burnout. So
Right.
people around them can keep their eyes open, whether it is at home, their family members, or in your workspace, where your colleagues and all that. If you find that they're going through such a situation, make them aware that this could possibly lead to. Do not tell them that you are encountering or facing a burnout.
Correct.
You can tell them very gently that you could go to the extreme of having burnout. So why don't you take help? Help them to see that, and then once they are aware, they can get people in touch with others. If they are capable of helping them out, good. Otherwise, take professional help, because there are
Right.
people who are going to be able to help you get out of there. So
Right.
reach out and talk to them. It's right now when they're going through burnout, or just on the brink of getting to burnout, they may feel that this is the end of the world. But when they talk to a life coach, or a psychologist, or a psychiatrist, or even a therapist, they will understand that they're not alone, and that they where they feel that they are at the brink, they can be brought back.
Correct.
So
Correct.
they need to develop that awareness. They need to have that people around need to have that awareness so that they can help people around them.
Correct, correct. That is a really important thing. We should think who all can help us in those situations. But the thing which I feel people are stuck at is kind of symptoms. They don't feel that they are stuck in some kind of a situation because they are part of it. They are used
Absolutely.
to such kind of situations. So in that scenario, how they can feel or understand that they are getting into a victimized kind of a situation, that they are falling prey of burnout, stress, anxiety, tension, and these kind of things. Because what we see daily basis, like the stress in the organization, work culture, that is increasing day by day. So we see it as a regular part and parcel of our life. So how to understand that we are getting into an extreme thing?
So most of the corporates these days have come up with employee benefit programs where they do help. It becomes mandatory for the corporates to have some kind of a coach on board who can help these kind of people. If the organization is small and they are not having this as an individual, what we can do is we can look at having a small little tweaks in our daily routine, which we can do, like having things such as meditation, or having a little bit of me time,
Right.
doing any kind of de-stressing, like watching television, just going for a walk, for instance. Even if you take out time, like even 15 minutes of your time for yourself, that will really help you.
Right. And I think this is one important thing, that organizations have started doing these kind of activities or hiring these kind of people to support their employees. But the thing is, if still organization having those kind of psychiatrists or consultants or maybe these experts, people don't go and discuss with them because they are hesitant to share that they are passing through those kind of a situation, and again which is resulting into bad health and some serious illnesses as well.
Absolutely. And that is the reason why, if as an individual, if we start adding a little bit of me time every day.
Correct.
In our day-to-day lives, and having the awareness that when you're having a Sunday off, indulge in things such as whatever your weekly day off would be, whether it is a Sunday or any day of the week. Indulge in things that give you pleasure. Small things such as playing with your children, going out, just going window shopping. Small little things that give you pleasure. Insert that back into your life, and I'm sure things will not be as bad as we are seeing them to be right now.
Correct. If we start doing these kind of things, that will really help.
Absolutely.
Right. So coming back to you again, if I talk about you, are you an introvert or an extrovert kind of a person while facing your audience or meeting with people? And what do you think? What are the pluses and minuses of the same?
So basically, I'm an introverted person. I love to be within myself, and meeting a lot of people. Does bring me overwhelmed, and yet I would say that I love meeting people because it's during the span of my journey in life, I have understood the importance of community, like I was saying before, and that's the reason why reaching out to people and being with people who either need me or who I need, so that I can be with them where I can be myself, is extremely important. And also being an introvert has its own pluses, because you can sit and take in what is happening around you without having to meet a lot of people. And yet when there is a need to go out and be with people, I'm fine with that also. But basically, I'm an introvert.
Right. When it comes to work, then you are kind of extrovert.
Absolutely.
Wonderful. So if I talk about the kind of support you got from people around you, who are the people supported you the most in your journey?
So the people who supported me most would be my parents, my sister, and my husband.
Right.
Because without them, I don't think I would have ever been in the place where I am today. My husband has been my rock solid support. He's He's been the one who's always encouraged me to do whatever I'm doing. I've
Right.
had my sister who's been the pillar of strength for me,
Great.
and of course my parents who actually they held my hand and got me out of all that issues that I was saying about what I was going through. It is
Right.
because of these four people that I have actually been able to be where I am today.
Wonderful. This is really amazing. So, if I talk about the kind of inspiration and motivation in life, so who are the people, both or maybe situation or something, which you think is your inspiration and motivation you get from there?
My inspiration and my motivation is what I went through in my past life, and when I see people who are in a similar space as I used to be.
Right.
That is what really helps me to push myself forward. There are times when being an introvert, I'm like, okay, I'm done. I don't want to go there, and I want to push myself into my shell. But when I see people going through this kind of issues in their life, and I am like, no, they are the ones who really need the support, and I can't withdraw into my shell, and
Right.
that's what pushes me, motivates me to go out and help those people get to wherever they need to be.
Correct. That is really a wonderful thing. So, if I talk about the success, what do you think it is to you, and what is your take on success?
So success is not a destination. Success is a journey. It's never a done deal.
Right.
You just keep moving. That's success. If you say, "Oh, I am successful and I have done everything," then you don't have any opportunity to grow. But if you keep thinking, okay, it's not a destination. It's my journey that is success. That's the way it is supposed to be.
Right. That is really important, because what happens is when you seek success as your destination, then what if you have achieved it? What is next?
Exactly. What next?
Right. So that is really important, that you have success as part of your journey. You achieve one and go for the next one.
Absolutely.
So
Just move forward always.
right. That is really important. If I ask you any message, advice, which you would like to share with our viewers and listeners.
First and foremost, I do not want to give any advice, but yes, definitely I want to tell this. This is what I would like to share with everyone, that take care of people around you. Always be on a lookout. If you find that someone needs your helping hand, just reach out and help them up. In helping them up, you're also raising yourself up. So
Right.
so always just keep looking out for people, so that when you need some kind of support, people will always be there for you as well.
Definitely.
It's not a give and take, but always know that when you create a community, it becomes like everyone is there for everyone.
Correct.
And that's
That
the
is-
reason why I would say keep a lookout for others as well.
Right. That is really important, because if you help others, definitely the kind of chain reaction happens.
Absolutely.
Wonderful. I must say it was really amazing talking to you about so many things today. So many amazing insights you have shared about burnout, and how we can being aware of that, and how we can come out from those kind of situations. That is really important, and amazing insights you have shared about that. I really enjoyed our conversation, and looking forward to hear more from you again soon. Thank you so much for your
Thank
time,
you.
Nisrin. It was really wonderful. And
Thank you so much for having me here, and I'm also looking forward to a lot more interaction with you, so that we
Sure.
can get more people to become aware of this,
Correct.
and we can spread this knowledge around.
Yes, definitely. We can spread awareness and as well as inspiration too.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. And I will also share the link of your website and social media, so that people
Sure.
can be in touch with you, take your help, guidance wherever they feel like. So guys, don't forget to check that out too. Thank you so very much, everyone, for watching and listening. I hope you all must have gathered a lot of information and enjoyed watching it. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Have a good time. Thank you, and bye bye.
Bye bye.